The rain had been falling for 3 days straight, turning the streets of Harrington City into rivers of silver under the streetlights. Inside the grand marble lobby of the Harrington City Council Hall, most people were too busy talking politics and shaking hands to notice the hunched man pushing a mop along the floor. His name was Earl Dawson, 62 years old, stooped back, hands rough from years of hard work, and eyes that held the quiet sadness of a man who had learned to live with being invisible. Earl had been a janitor here for almost 20 years. People barely remembered his name. They called him, "Hey, Mop Guy," or "Old Earl" when they needed him. Few knew he had once been a mechanical engineer, a brilliant one. Fewer still knew why he wasn't one anymore. That story was buried in pain, betrayal, and a decision he regretted for decades. That Thursday morning, the council chamber was packed. City leaders were preparing to unveil the new Metrolink transit control system, a multimillion-dollar piece of technology designed to control the city's entire subway and bus network. News cameras lined the back wall, and reporters scribbled eagerly. The mayor himself was there, smiling for the cameras. The system was supposed to be a masterpiece, years of work, hundreds of engineers, and millions in taxpayer money. But as the mayor pressed the ceremonial "Activate" button, something went terribly wrong. The massive LED display flickered, error code screamed across the screen, and a shrill alarm echoed through the building. People gasped. The engineers huddled together, frantically typing on laptops. "The system's locked," one of them shouted. "We can't override it." Reporters began whispering. The mayor's smile faded. The technical team sweated under the bright lights. Someone muttered that if the Metrolink didn't go online within the next 30 minutes, the entire city's transit schedule would collapse, stranding thousands of commuters and costing the city millions. Earl kept mopping quietly in the corner, but his ears were sharp. He knew exactly what the problem was. He could see it in the flashing patterns of the error codes. He'd designed something very similar decades ago, before his career was destroyed by politics and corporate greed. One of the council members, a smug man named Brock's son, noticed Earl watching. "What's the janitor staring at?" he sneered loud enough for everyone to hear. "You think you can fix it, mop boy?" His voice dripped with mockery. Amir beamed with pride, though he tried to hide it. "She's always been quick," he said. The CEO leaned forward. "How did you see it so fast?" Hania shrugged shyly. "I just saw the pattern. It's like a story. Every piece has a role to play." For a moment, there was silence. Then the CEO smiled. "Young lady, you have a gift. Do you compete?" Amir's expression darkened slightly. "No, sir. Tournaments, they cost money. And he stopped, embarrassed. The CEO didn't press, but something in his gaze shifted, like he was already planning something. He invited them to sit, offered Hania hot chocolate, and listened as Amir spoke about their life, his late wife, and Hania's love for chess. A week later, Amir received an unexpected phone call. The CEO had enrolled Hania in the city's junior chess championship, entry fees paid, equipment provided, even a coach arranged. Amir was hesitant at first, he didn't want charity. But when he saw the way Hania's eyes sparkled at the news, he couldn't say no. The weeks leading up to the tournament were tough. Amir juggled his deliveries while making sure Hania made it to every training session. Some nights they returned home past midnight, both exhausted. Money was still tight, bills piled up, and Amir skipped meals to make sure Hania had enough. Then came the tournament. The hall buzzed with chatter, parents cheering and children in sharp focus over their boards. Hania sat quietly at her table, her little hands folded under her chin. Amir stood in the crowd, his heart pounding harder than hers. Match after match, Hania won, sometimes quickly, sometimes after tense, drawn-out battles. Her opponents, many older than her, underestimated the quiet girl in the simple dress. By the finals, the whole hall knew her name. The last game was brutal. Hania faced a national-level junior champion. The match dragged on for nearly 2 hours. Every move drew murmurs from the crowd. Then, in a breathtaking twist, Hania spotted a hidden pattern: her opponent's queen was overextended. She struck with a daring sacrifice, and within minutes, victory was hers. The hall erupted in applause. Amir's eyes filled with tears as he hugged his daughter tightly. "You did it, princess," he whispered. The CEO, watching from the sidelines, stepped forward. "She's going to change the game," he said proudly. "And Amir, she's going to change your life too." From that day, Hania's talent took her places Amir had never dreamed. Scholarships, sponsorships, and opportunities poured in. But for Amir, the greatest victory wasn't the trophies, it was seeing his daughter's confidence bloom, knowing she had a future brighter than anything he could have imagined. And every time Hania sat at a chessboard, she remembered that rainy night in the executive lounge, when a simple delivery changed everything. As they walked away, Daniel squeezed Lily's hand, feeling a warmth spread through him despite the cool evening air. Life was still hard. His own bills hadn't gone away. But he'd been reminded of something important, that sometimes, even when you can't fix the whole world, you can change one moment, one night, for someone. And sometimes, that's enough to turn everything around.